back with my notebook. So we finished the garage. It's all finished. Love the way it's turned out. And I don't know if it's because I spent the weekend doing this, but this whole week I've just felt overwhelmed. So much is going on. I think about like AI, and I saw a post the other day that said if AI could watch what you do at work and just how you move the mouse and the spreadsheets and all the things that you do, like it can pretty much take over your job. And then Elon Musk retweeted it or replied to it and said, yeah, pretty much. And that's now. Imagine 6 months, a year from now. And I feel like there's this, I don't know, technology anxiety going on with that, because as men, so many of us just look at what we do at work. We are the provider. We help bring income to the family. We are that breadwinner. And if that gets taken away, what does that look like for us? Like, what does that look like for the economy? What does that look like for the future of our families? What does that look like for us? And I'm very nervous about that, because that's scary, and it almost seems inevitable right now. And then you just have the news, and I think Obama admitted lately, like, there's aliens. He knows there's aliens. We don't know what they look like, but we know aliens exist. Like, are you serious? Like, so many things that, like, when I was growing up, it was always like, get a good grades, go to college, learn all these things, get a career. And now we're learning, like, that whole American dream can easily be either a facade or be taken away in the next 6 months, a year, 2 years. So there's just like anxiety. Like I said, I spent the weekend finishing up painting, doing some trim work around here. And so I'm trying to do what I can for the family, because I want to be a good dad. I want to be a good husband. And every minute I'm in here, like, the kids are asleep right now, but on the weekends, every minute that I'm in here, I'm thinking I'm not with the kids. When I'm at work, I come home, I'm immediately, like, feel that I'm supposed to spend time with the kids. Like, there's no downtime, there's no transition. It is literally, especially when they're 5 and 2, they are running out of the house, which I love. I absolutely love. It's the best thing ever. The kids are running out of the house and just saying, Dad, I'm so glad you're home, so glad you're home. My wife has been home with those kids, the older one since school, the younger one pretty much all day. And so she's looking for a break. I'm trying to be a good husband, so I'm trying to give her that break. But there's like just no downtime. And that just compiles. That stress just compiles. And I don't know, this week has just felt more overwhelming than most. And in my app, I should probably have the phone to say, here's the app. But there's a daily reflection component to it, because as a health coach, I think all health is holistic health. If it's not, that's why it's not sustainable. That's why you're not able to get the six pack, keep the six pack. It has to be holistic. So we have a daily reflection component. And this week, coincidentally, it talked about the rush, and it even brought in Bible verses where so many of the disciples and the people who were interacting with Jesus said, hey, we need to get from like point A to point B. Let's really encourage people to go to this thing, or you need to meet this guy, or you need to go heal these people. Like, there's things to do. I feel like I'm that guy saying there's things to do. And Jesus' response in every single one of those moments was like, dude, chill out. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, interacting with people. Like, he was late for pretty much everything. It's just a reminder to slow down, and your presence in those moments is really what is the important thing. So like I talked about, I'm coming home from work, and that I can play soccer with my 5-year-old son. Like, he loves it. The fact that I can like play cars and then like the Legos and things like that with both of them. They love it. It's that interaction that they're craving. They don't need me to be the provider. They don't need me to be the person who has it all together. They just want me and the presence of just who I am. And especially at that age, like, I'm their hero. They're modeling things after me. So how am I modeling that well? And the other component that's also in my app is there's a habit tracker app. And again, I think everything is holistic when it comes to health. There's a nutrition component. Like, did you hit your protein goals? Did you hit your fiber goals? Did you get your workout in 10,000 steps? Like, that's 4 out of the 10. And I started looking back as I think about what presence means and why I feel this anxiety, the dread, like all the things. And I look at the consistency. In January, I was at 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Like, my running average with getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, limiting myself to 20 to 30 minutes of social media time. Because just statistically, anything over 20 to 30 minutes of social media time leads to depression. Like, we see an increased level of depression when we see an increased level of social media. So I purposely, and put it for all of our clients, 20 to 30 minutes of social media. There's really no reason you should be on it for anything longer than that. How's that trending? My social interactions. I'm coming home, kiss my wife. That is not an intimate social connection. Hug her. How's your day? Let's talk through life. Let's just laugh a little bit. And what are some dreams? What are some vacations? Like, let's just interact with people. I'll text a buddy and we'll just go back and forth for a while. Like, those social connections are what make us feel connected. And I think back to so many of the mistakes that I made high school, college, after college, like in that 20s to 30s. I had a yearning to feel connected. So I did things that I probably look back and regret because there was such a desire for social connection. So having healthy social connections is a habit we track in our program. How are all these things trending? Creativity is another one. Reflection time. Am I able to be with myself in the morning? Like, I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30. I have to have that time to sit with my thoughts, write a little bit. That's where these notes come from. I can see that trend line. When all those things start going down, I feel the dread. I feel the overwhelm. And in February, it went from 7, 8, 9 as an average. In February, it was 5, 6. Because there were many days I didn't even track. It's like, I just don't feel like tracking. It's not important. But the thing is, it is important. It's these little things. And one of the things that frustrates me more than anything when it comes to the health industry is we love to push workout splits, this new diet, as the reason why you get healthy. And you can have the perfect diet. You can have the perfect workout split. But if you don't do it, then it's irrelevant. People always will say, well, the biggest problem in health is people just don't know what to do. Bull. Most people know what to do. It's having that desire to do it on a daily basis and not feeling defeated or lack of connection. So I'm going to do this other thing. I'm going to eat the donut because everybody else is eating it and I don't want to feel left out. That is real. I'm going to eat this extra slice of pizza and not get the salad because I don't want to feel left out. That is real. I crave those connections, and we make these micro decisions, these poor healthy decisions, because we crave connection or because we crave dopamine. We want to feel something, and those moments are really what dictate whether we're going to be healthy or not. Again, you can have the perfect workout plan, the perfect nutrition plan, but if you're continually making those poor decisions in those micro moments, you're never going to be healthy. This is why in the app, we will give you the perfect workout plan and the perfect nutrition. But so much of what we're going to talk about is those micro moments. How are you feeling? How are you nurturing the positive perspective on life? How are you nurturing the optimistic, healthy decisions, the healthy connections? How are you nurturing those things? Because if you can do those things well, that will then carry into, I'm making better decisions with my food. I'm making better decisions with my workouts. All those things are just the natural next domino. And I don't think people get that. People love to blame something else instead of being like, it's the little things. So I feel that overwhelm. I noticed that earlier in the week. And one of the reasons I have the habit tracker and how it trends over the last 30 days in the app is because that is always the leading indicator to the feeling that I feel. So after now realizing it, it's this morning, I write. I spend some time alone, and I can feel like I'm slowly getting back to who I am, that best version of me. So I get the workout done. I shoot a video. Like I feel that creativity coming back, and I'm nurturing that best version of me. That's what it takes. You have to figure out how to nurture that best version of you, and then the six pack, the bigger muscles, the better relationships, all those things are the natural next element that comes. But it has to start with nurturing the best version of you. So that's the video for today.